Yo, what is good, guys? Today for you another Pokemon X and Pokemon Y Wi-Fi battle. And today I'm bringing you guys an UBERS battle I had against Percy a few weeks ago. And yeah, it's a lot of fun because I do like playing UBERS and it's enjoyable. So, anyway, I'm leading off my Genesect as he leads off with a Genesect of his own. Not wanting to risk the speed tie, I am just going to switch right out into my Ho-Oh. And, yeah, just in case I wanted to go for Flamethrower or anything, I wasn't taking any risks. Does go for the U-turn though. And he's going to U-turn out into his Lugia. I'm going to go for the Sacred Fire. Unfortunately, I don't score the burn, and he's going to be able to Whirlwind me out into my Palkia, which doesn't do too much to this Lugia at all. So, he's going to withdraw and go out into his Chansey, as I'm going to withdraw and go out into my Aegislash. And unfortunately, I don't have the Sacred Sword, which is what he expected here, and goes out to his Lugia, but I am forced to switch because I have nothing to touch Chansey with that Aegislash. So I'm going to go out into my Genesect. And because this thing is not in, multi-scale range, I'm going to be able to go for Ice Beam, but he's going to be able to roost himself back to multi-scale range. So, going to force me out into my Terrakion as he's going to go for the Toxic, predicting me to switch. So that's a good play on his part. And obviously I couldn't do too much to him if I was, or I couldn't do too much with this multi-scale. So, yeah, I'm going to go for Toxic on my own with my Choice Banded Terrakion. Even though I'm banded, I do have the Toxic for stuff like Lugia and Giratina, which really cause problems for Terrakion in the tier. Going to switch out from my Aegislash and go into my Genesect, as he's going to go for the Aromatherapy. So I predicted the Aromatherapy. I knew it was sort of a free switch out into my Genesect. And I'm going to go for the U-turn here. We're going to go for the Iron Head and get some decent damage off. And now switch out into my Terrakion as he goes for the Roost. And I did sort of expect the Roost. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge here, I think, as he switches out into his Genesect. Unfortunately, I do miss. And you're going to see later on, if I hit this, I would have taken this Genesect out a lot earlier, because I do manage to take him out eventually with a Stone Edge. So, again, safe switch on Genesect is definitely my Ho-Oh, as he's going to go out into his Lugia. And again, I'm going to go for the Sacred Fire looking for the burn. I missed, and he's going to Whirlwind me out, and that sucks. So, going to go out into my Palkia, or get Whirlwinded out to my Palkia. Going to let it get Toxic, as I do go for the Spatial Rend, just to break the multi-scale. But I believe he's just going to Roost constantly, because he does outspeed me, and he can outstall me. So, I'm going to go for a Thunder, just fishing for the para again, so I can outspeed this thing. Hopefully get some para hacks on my side, but I figure that's not the best case. I'm going to switch out into my Terrakion, as he's going to go for the Roost. And I just want to see how much damage this is going to do. A Choice Banded Stone Edge would do. But I don't get to see that, because he goes out to his Genesect. And this time, Terrakion is going to have its glasses on. I'm going to be able to destroy that bug with a lot of like pointed stones and knock it out. As here, I just wanted to scout the damage, and this does a lot, even with multi-scale. So, yeah, definitely without multi-scale, I definitely can kill it. I said definitely like twice there, but yeah, with multi-scale, I can definitely kill it, and that's good knowledge. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam as I get this special attack boost. Unfortunately, it doesn't do enough, because Lugia is like super bulky, and I figured there's no point in going for another Ice Beam, because I mean I'm not gonna kill it. So go for the Sacred Fire, miss again. So, I mean, I've missed, what, 3 now? And I didn't get the burn on 1. That's just horrible luck. But he's going to go for the Whirlwind. I'm going to get the special attack boost, go for the U-turn, predicting him to want to go for the Whirlwind again. Going into my Aegislash, as I know he's going to Whirlwind, and I get brought out into my Terrakion, which is really lucky. So, here he's going to fodder off his Smeargle, as I'm going to go for Stone Edge, and that's just so much, but not enough to take it out. And I think, from that range, I can definitely take it out, as now he's going to go to his Smeargle, and use that as fodder basically, as I am going to hit the Stone Edge. But that's some good plays on his part, because as you can see, the toxic damage is really whittling me down, and I sort of have to work around that. So he's going to go to his Ho-Oh, I'm going to go to my Ho-Oh as he goes for Stealth Rock, and I'm going to take this thing out with a Brave Bird and knock it out. So yeah, that's good. He only got a Stealth Rock, so I still have my Defogger, my Arceus Fairy, to get rid of any hazards and stuff. So here he goes for the Dragon Dance, as I'm going to go for Brave Bird. I have no real use for this Ho-Oh anymore. It hasn't done too great this battle with its like lack of burns and stuff, so I'm going to sack it to an Extreme Speed. And I did get off a hefty amount of damage with the Brave Bird, so I was happy with that. And knowing I can live a +1 Extreme Speed from a Rayquaza, I'm going to switch out into my Genesect and go for the Ice Beam and knock him out, because otherwise I would have outsped him, because I'm Choice Scarf, so while he's at +1, I'm at +1 as well. If you're because the multi-scale is broken, I'm going to go for an Ice Beam and just, like, get some damage, I guess, as I'm going to go for another one, and I am just pretty much honestly hoping for freezes here, because this thing is just annoying me so much. And fortunately for me, I do get the freeze, as this thing, it stops it going for Roost constantly for one, and it's going to force out his Chansey. So, gonna go for the Ice Beam, and I'm going to take this opportunity to go to my Arceus Fairy and go for the Defog, so I can get rid of these Stealth Rocks. So I don't want my Genesect taking too much on switch-ins as well as my Terrakion, because my Terrakion's at low HP, and I would rather that thing stay alive. So I think he's down to his last 3 Pokemon, this Chansey, his Xerneas, and the Lugia. He's going to go for the Seismic Toss on my Genesect, which doesn't bother me. I know he's going to go to Lugia here, so I'm going to go for the U-turn. And that does just enough damage for me to go out into my Terrakion and go for a Stone Edge, which fortunately for me does not miss, and is going to finally knock out this Lugia, which is a big thorn in my side the whole battle. So he's going to go to Xerneas and go for the Geomancy. Unfortunately for him, he has the White Herb and not the Power Herb. I think he got them mixed up. So Geomancy for him takes 2 turns. And either way, even if he got the 1 turn, I could have just like sacked something to take a hit and then gone out to get a free switch out into my Aegislash to go for Gyro Ball. But gonna go for the Iron Head here, and yeah, this battle's pretty much done because I have a Terrakion left with 7 HP that can kill this thing with a close combat. This is like a 4-0, but the score does not reflect the battle. This is actually a pretty good battle. So thank you, Percy, for a great battle. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. So, see you guys then.